Hey YouTube fam, it's me again, back at it again. So today, let's talk about prereqs, okay? Let's talk about the stupidest thing you gotta do before you get to the nursing classes, the core classes. Like, who needs American literature or American history, whatever they call it nowadays? I don't care about Obama. What it has to do with me poking people to get blood or give them meds? Stay tuned. Alright guys, now let's talk about how to get your prereqs. My opinion, I went through the school called Arizona School of Nursing. They're here in Florida. They got a few schools in Florida here. They're so expensive. But at the time, in my mind, you know how most schools, like regular college, community college and all that, you know how you got to do your prereqs and then you got to apply for the nursing program. But there's a chance that you might be on a waiting list. So the route I took, of what I thought the safest route was to me was, let me just get into the school. Once they accept you, you're already in the program. They have it aligned. So you do your prereqs. The good thing about this is, mind you, regular college, I call it regular college, but all college is college. But the normal way to do it is 16 weeks per class. And here, it was only 8 weeks. So I used to buzz down about 3 classes in in a semester or in 8 weeks or so. So the good and bad about that is, you got to be on point, because you miss that one test, boy, you're going to be catching up, and it's hard to come back from a low grade. So that's one of the good things, pros, you're in the school, you're automatically in the program, you're accepted, you don't got to, once you're done with your pre, you don't got to reapply to see if you're in the program, nothing like that. No, you're right in. Other side of things, in regular school, like community college, you got to do your prereqs. It's a lot cheaper too. Way cheaper. You got to, but after you're done, you got to apply and hope to pray to God that the person that's looking at your application, they're having a good mood that day and be like, all right, let's take this one. So, like in my case, I think it was like $870 a credit. Per credit. It hurts me saying that. So your financial aid runs out real quick. So you got to make sure you're on point, because mind you, you only get like $57,000 for loans, for federal loans that you could use in your associates, and then there's a percentage on Pell Grant. What is it, Pell? Yeah, Pell. There's only a certain percentage. I think it's like 500 something percent or something like that. That goes away quick. Mind you, there's only $7,000 or so if you're maxed out of how much you can get, and I believe that's per semester. So take your time, study, don't play around. You could work and go to school for prereqs. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I sure did. I'm crazy though. I did full-time college, and I did fuller time. That's not even a word, but fuller time. Working hospital. I was working 5, 6, 7 days in a row, or per week actually. I'll work like 1 week 6 days, 1 week 7 days. Mind you, our prereqs in my school was online, the non-math or science. So English comp, what other classes? I took human development. All that stuff was online. So we were hybrid. So maybe 1 or 2 days I was at school, and the rest, the other days was at home doing Zoom. Not Zoom. I forgot what they call it. It was probably a Zoom. Yeah. Let's just call it Zoom. It was a Zoom class, and it was doable. I made crazy money, in my opinion. I got my CNA early enough because I wanted to try to work in the hospital or a nursing home. So I'm able to, because if you do your research, you understand that nursing jobs, for the most part, they're sort of flexible because the need is so crazy that they will adjust your schedule for your needs, so you're able to work and go to school. Plus, they want you to they want you to go to school because they want you to they want to use you as a nurse. We short, we short as hell. So CNA is a very good way to do it. Yes, you can work. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna have to learn how to balance your work and school at the same time. The way I did it was on my break and on my downtime, focus. Do your discussion boards, do your knowledge checks, do your reading, and also take that time to ask your nurses and your doc. You got to create a relationship with nurses and doctors while you're working. That's the smartest way. That's one of the best way that I was able to get through school for prereqs so far. Because I asked the doctors and the nurses, like, hey, I'm stuck in this. I'm stupid, and I need help. And they're willing to help because they want to see you succeed. They want you to be at their level, in the next year or two. And yeah, they got your back. They got you. You just gotta create the friendship and be able to ask. Don't hold it up to yourself and be like a president. They come in with black hair and leave with white hair. It might happen a little bit now. I got a few grades now, but it's definitely doable. Now, from what I've seen, so far, once you get to the core classes, it might get a little hard now. So you might have to calm down a little bit, Instead of me crazy working 5-6 days a week, I'm gonna have to actually work only 3 days, 3/12s. Hey, it is what it is. But if you have the option to not to work, oh my brother, be blessed and take that time off. Trust me, because that school is gonna whoop you behind. Ooh, it's gonna whoop you behind. But anyway, again, like, subscribe, comment, tell me how ugly I am or how sexy I look. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking though. Don't worry about it. I'm taking. But either way, I'll take the comments. But yeah, just let me know. And to the next one. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hearing me rant. And I hope I can make some of these videos a little better because, ooh boy, starting this user stuff is not easy. But thank you. See you next time, Fluffy fam. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. So, let's talk about prereqs. So, when I started, mind you, I just got done with doing prereqs. I started a couple of years ago. I think like 18 months, almost 18 months ago. They started with me, my school messed up. They started me with statistics first. And this, mind you, this is after I took 12 years off of school. Like, can I get through college algebra first? Jeez, I barely know what's 1 + 1. But anyway, I took statistics. What else they had me doing? I took English Comp 1, English Comp 2. Which, mind you, the English Comp 1, English Comp 2, those are very good classes because you gotta know how to talk to people, be able to, explain yourself correctly because, it's not a day-to-day people that are actually reading. This is doctors and other nurses. So you got to know how to pronunciate and how to say things, how to express yourself correctly. So those three classes are important. I don't understand why statistics is important. Maybe because I was in a BSN accelerated program, but I don't know. Either way, and then after that, I took college math. I think it was college algebra. I think, which is like high school math. I think that wasn't too bad. Make sure you know how to do your simple equations and stuff. So whenever you get to dosage calc, you don't kill nobody. So they say. Let me see what else. Biology. I did anatomy 1 and 2. I did microbiology and chemistry, I believe. But the chemistry that we had was like intro to chemistry and also had some orgo in it. Boy, orgo whoops your behind. Ooh wee! You gotta make sure you pay attention and you study. Because if not, you're gonna struggle. Let me see what else. What else did I take? Oh, and be careful, because some of these schools, they like to include like classes named after the school, saying you need these to take other classes, but they really don't give you any credit. But they give you credit for their school. But if you were to transfer, that's just money out the door. You gotta be careful with some of these schools. But any Hoosers, that's my rant with prereqs. They're hard, they're easy, and they're hard at the same time. Prereqs are designed to, don't be too scared of prereqs. They're designed to give you a little bit of knowledge. If you do your homework and you study a little bit, you'll get through it. If myself did it, trust me, you can do it. And I'm not smart. And I took 12 years off, and I dropped out of college before this twice. So it's not too bad. So yeah, guys. Let me know what you got. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, comment, like, dislike, whichever you want to do. Let me know how I'm doing, how bad I'm doing, what I can improve on. That's my dog in the background. Jesus Christ. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Bye. Get out of my room.